the best way to look at it, because I mean, with especially in the Forgotten Realms, with gods being quite well known, in the fact that Celeborn for the longest time had his, depending on when this is, I guess. But I mean, they have gods that you can go to the gods' planes if you worship them, and blah blah blah. He just sees that you shouldn't fear death, but should just embrace it as another like aspect of life. So he uses it the same way that he would use any aspect of life, animals, blah blah blah. But that does not win him too many friends. But he, perseveres and continues to venture in order to expand his repertoire of spells and the knowledge that he wishes to command. I don't know exactly where we're setting this. I know it's Baldur's Gate, but I mean, I don't know if we're starting off there or not. So,
just south of it. Basically, I'd like to see how we do with a fight.
Okay.
And that's probably all we'll have time for. Do you know anything about the Drow cleric? That's pretty unusual. No, apparently not.
Is the Drow cleric still here?
I'm still here.
It's a she, right?
Yes.
Do we know anything about her?
She is a cleric of Illustrae, who's the goddess of good drow. They live on the surface.
Hmm?
So she's in she was part of a temple to her, and it is going out adventuring, to allow others to see that not all the drow are evil, that live, the ones that live underground.
Oh. Is that something they added? New? Good drow that live on the surface?
That's always been around.
Well, not always, but it's been around for a long time.
At least since second edition.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They had to kind of balance out Menzoberranzan as well as Dritz being on the surface.
Oh, that Drizzt.
Yes, not all good drow are rangers.
Well, he's not just a ranger. He's a ranger, fighter, barbarian, and something else. So.
Oh, wow.
A multi-class Drizzt.
Yeah, back when, multi-classing was not possible for anything other than humans.
It's got an animal companion too, right? So that makes him a...
Well, that's a magical item, so.
Oh, alright.
Guinevere. I like the panther thing.
All I know is that I killed him and took his scimitars, and I think it was Baldur's Gate 2.
That's right. Yeah, you could fight him.
You fight the whole party, I think.
Yeah.
Did you get to take his bracers of speed that he's wearing on his legs, because if he wears them on his arms go too fast?
I don't think they had those. It's been a long time since I played that, so...
That is literally something in the books, that Dritz finds a bracers of speed, and he puts them on. He's like, oh no, I can't wear them on my arms because my arms go too fast. So let's put them on my legs, because that makes fucking sense. And then he was faster running.
Did you ever find all of the pantaloons in the Baldur's Gate games?
No, I found a few of them, but I never went back and got them all.
Yeah, you had to keep one from the first game.
The gold.
Then you got one in the expansion, and then the third one in Baldur's Gate 2. Then you put them all together and turn into this giant metal golem that lets you... has like a minus 10 armor class.
Yeah.
Which you had to keep them across all three games.
Okay, so there are 2 which means his attack would be +4. Gotcha. Actually, I should put this.
Are we being waylaid by enemies?
And must defend yourselves. Yes. How did you know?
Gibberlings,
Okay, let's
maybe?
attempt to parlay.
Do we have to gather the party before venturing forth?
Who's stuck on a building?
Depends. Depends. If you're changing zones, then yes. Alright, so returning day is 23rd of March. Uh, 30-day months. Which means... what? This is probably the 22nd? Oops. Okay. Let me see. So we know cleric, we know tiefling. What about the half elves? Do you guys actually know each other, or?
Probably not. I spend most of my time in the woods.
Yeah, and Pennybags spends most of his time roaming around the cities and taverns.
Counting his money?
No, spending his money.
Uh.
He enjoys spending it as much as he earns it.
He doesn't have a giant room of coins that he swims in?
Well, I mean, you have to spend money to make a room like that, so he enjoys spending money to making just lofty rooms, destroying them, rebuilding them again, you know?
Oh, he Scrooge McDucks it. Nice.
So let's see if we can get Does anybody know? Does the player's handbook have travel rates, like on foot?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yes.
How fast do you guys go per hour?
That is dependent on, I think, the speed of the party.
Yeah.
I just gotta find
We
it.
don't have any halflings. We don't have any dwarves, so I have to assume 30 is the.
Well,
general
it's either
speed.
fast, normal, or slow, and that's either, 4 miles, 3 miles, or 2 miles an hour.
So 3.
3 miles is a normal travel pace.
That works. Unless you guys are rushing.
Are we?
Zod does not rush. He takes his time.
And if we go slow at 2 miles an hour, we'd be able to use stealth the entire way. We are stealthing 2 miles an hour.
Gotta avoid being seen by. Who knows? Okay.
Says my ideals, I'm no good at pretending to be something I'm not, so I think I'm not stealthy.
Okay. Let's turn some kind of freaking noise on.
Garble, 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 garble.
Garbarel, indeed.
Let's fight those turkeys. Dinner.
Has anybody played the 4E?
Yeah,
Red
I've
box?
played the 4E.
The 4E red box.
A little bit.
Some of it, yeah.
But Redbox aside, I've played a little bit of the 4E.
What the hell?
Usually, if we don't have context, we can't really kind of question you amongst that what the hell. And then he just laughs. Is everyone else getting this too? It's kind of like, what the hell? And then a small little laugh, and it's like, what's going on?
No, that's pretty much my same sentiments.
We know Drow, Tiefling, half-elves apparently don't know each other. Got way too loud.
I'm seriously, is like everyone's supposed to know everybody?
I mean, there is some reason you guys are together.
Oh, well, together, yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to be like friends for years.
Just kind of have to know each other.
I'm probably with them because they're just like, oh, we need like someone to help us. How about we take that scary demon-looking guy? Sounds
Hey.
good.
Hey, out of all of you others, who wants to be my indentured servant who lost to a gambling wage?
Not it.
That is tempting. I mean, both to be in debt for gambling as well as an indentured servant.
Do we get cookies?
That's my pay, right?
Do I get to use your cast-off scented handkerchiefs once you're done with them? Using them once, do they become mine?
Well, the question you have to ask are, do they have monograms on them? Because if they do, then you might not want them.
I can change my name.
Oh no, those are my middle name initials. Yeah.
Let me find a picture here. I'm gonna say you guys, for whatever reason, I have to imagine safety, right?
Safety, really?
Probably be together.
Well, Pennybags,
Going alone through the Troll Hills, that's for sure.
if anything, Pennybags might actually be enlisting some people for whatever travels towards the next town.
Oh, he's our benefactor?
Pretty much, yeah.
See, I was gonna.
Did he
assume,
hire us in a tavern?
I was gonna assume you guys were coming from Bear Ghost,
Oh, which direction is that?
south.
I was looking. Okay, sorry.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's creepy as hell.
Yeah, you usually see Pennybags in fancy duds and everything, and just like flaunting around.
Did he hire us all in a tavern?
Possibly.
See, if you guys are coming from Bear Ghost, I can actually name some of those taverns.
Where did you get this map, if you don't mind me asking?
It's apparently the
That's the third edition Realms map.
Yeah, 3rd edition one.
Okay. I just got my hands on the Horde of the Dragon Queen, and it's set in greenest at the start, so...
Is that
Yeah.
right? Well,
Yep.
I'm so glad we didn't start there. Dex is 3.
Wow, that thing looks like it has got bad intentions.
Alright.
Come on, he might be friendly.
Takes up a lot of squares.
Yeah, first creature we fight, Colossal.
It was more the expression on his face that had me worried.
Actually, you know, if you guys were to fight like one thing, you guys could probably take something down at this level.
I hope we could take something down at this level. I am glad that you were reassured by that. Yeah, you could probably kill a goblin, I think.
No, I mean, I had a... What was it? A hill giant. Level 1 party took down a hill giant.
I say we throw Pennybags out first, and it'll take so long looting all his mini pockets, we can escape.
Pennybags just making all these like different like rude remarks as he's getting searched. Like, really?
I say, sir.
Get your vagrant hands off me, good sir. Forsooth, I say, forsooth!
Right, so... Yeah, the human fighter's the only one we don't know anything about.
Well, it says here on the sheet that he was
It says here on the sheet.
moving barrels around down up in Neverwinter, but I think I'm coming from the other direction, so I must have split off from that, looking for better prospects. I lived near Thunder Tree, and then a volcano went off, which drove me from my home.
Of course, which is not in the realms.
Mount Hope now erupted 30 years ago, and my parents fled, carrying me in my infancy. Then we drifted from village to village. So, I think I'm a stabby, punch him in the face kind of guy.
If that's
Shoot him with a
the
bow.
generic fighter, then it should be based in the realms.
Yeah, I would think so. Isn't Thunder Tree in the realms? East of the city of Neverwinter. And then nearby Mount Hootnow erupted 30 years ago. Or Hotnow.
That has got to be the silliest name I've ever heard.
Hotenow. I did not make this up.
It's the most fun, tragic death ever.
It only got my
We're
grandparents,
being
just
burned
they
to
were
death
slow.
by the hoot now.
I reckon it's time to leave. Yep.
Good.
Put Grandma's rocking chair up on the cart, and we all took off to Beverly Hills.
Because up from the ground came a bubbling crude.
It was more like
Yes.
bubbling lava, but yeah.
I reckon my lungs are boiled.
I do declare.
Figuring
I
I'm
guess
about
we've
to die
established-
now.
Guess we've established I'm a hillbilly. So
Just from the name of the volcano.
That makes me think of the fighter I'm playing in Brave New Dungeon / The Pearl. They say I sound like the guy from Sling Blade.
I'm sorry, that wasn't nice of him, was it?
I didn't realize it until I went back and I looked at some videos. I'm like, holy shit, I do. I'm like, that's wasn't my intention, but now I'm just owning it. So
Killed some goblins. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Unfortunately, vaguely inbred southern accent is all I can do. Which you may think says something about me, but really doesn't.
What's this music from? Is it from Icewind Dale or something?
Yeah,
I'm
something
familiar
like
with
that.
it.
Something like that.
Am I?
Sounds very Baldur's Gatey.
Mm.
Yeah, it might be. One of those.
One of those games.
Unfortunately-
Infinity Engine-y.
My roll 20 is so borked that I don't even get to hear any of that crap. It'd be so nice to hear it.
I'm listening to my own music, so
Yeah, silence got too much. I found something. Bam. Yeah, so you guys are coming up from Bear Ghost.
Bear Ghost.
I really hope this is not the marching order because I don't want to be in front.
Oh yeah,
I'm the last.
If you guys want to do that with
Walk
the,
on, wizard. Keep walking.
if you guys
I
want to
stand
do that
behind
with
this.
the tokens, that'd be helpful.
All right. Well,
Alright,
so
Penny
that's
Dex is going to be like wave over here.
Just however you guys
Run away! Run away!
however you guys are going down the road.
Huh?
Wherever I'm closest to Hootnow Mountain. Hootnow Crater, as it might be called now.
My lungs is done boiled clean away.
I'm fixing to get this ash out of your eye.
I'm about to catch a case of the vapors.
Oh wow. Oh crap! What's it called?
So we are currently outnumbered.
Brimstone.
A lot.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, our wizard's got a little bit of AoE. Let us be like, switched on. Moving on.
So we know he likes to play Age of Empires.
I did mention I'm better with a bow, right? I'll stand up. But
Right.
Yeah,
well,
just make sure that you're 6 feet away because there's rules about shooting point blank within 5 feet.
Oh,
You take
God,
this.
did they
You
bring
take
that back?
disadvantage.
Did they bring that back? The point blank?
Well, you just take disadvantage.
Oh, thank God.
Well, everything in 5th edition is advantage or disadvantage, pretty much.
so there are no. I'm used to playing Pathfinder, so there are no 5-foot steps away in this
There
game.
is. It's called disengage.
And it's not a 5-foot step. It's no longer of 10 feet. You take the disengage, which is an actual action, and allows you to move up to your full movement, but you don't trigger attacks of opportunity from the person that you are around when you disengage.
Okay, the way it was
But you
in
also
next
kept-
is
yeah.
the only way you can get opportunity attacks is if you like move out of their melee range, right? Did they change
Yeah.
that? So you can
No.
basically run in circles as long as you're within their range.
Yes.
Okay,
And that's why you can't flank anymore.
does anybody have a problem with house ruling something more logical out of that disengage? You move up to half your movement, but it's not an action.
So it's a move action?
Yeah, it's basically your movement.
So you can move and then attack. I'm cool with that if that's.
Disengage doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Nope, that's what it is. But you can only move up to half your movement away.
That's probably why. That's probably why it's an action.
Yeah.
No, if we leave it by the book, it's your full action, but you can move your full speed away. I'm
Yeah,
saying we just treat it as you can only move half your speed, but it doesn't take up your action.
As a fighter, I'm well behind that rule. Thank you.
Hopefully, I will not. Hopefully, I will not be close enough where that matters.
It's just something that made it go faster in next.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I
And how
haven't
about-
played next.
And everybody
You
knows
swi-
about the.
That's a lot of gibberlings.
Everybody knows about the death saves, right? They're different.
House roll.
Yeah, everybody knows about that.
No, just go through it real quick. Or wait till I'm dying and then we can go through it. Either way.
All right. Basically, what is it? You're supposed to succeed 3 times, and then your character is unconscious rather than dying,
Unless you roll a 20.
unless you rolled. Yeah, in which case you get. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have to beat it once, you have to beat it 3 times?
That's by the book.
Oh.
Well, but then you also have you have to either beat or fail it 3 times, so it's like a race to the finish line, whichever one you get 3 times in.
Yeah. The way I've been doing it is keep the failure 3, but success is just once, so we don't have to sit there for an hour waiting to see if somebody's dying or not.
Okay.
Which, Greer, that means you get to stand on the front lines.
Yeah, does give you guys quite an advantage, but just speeds it up. That's all I care about usually.
Although, for humor's sake, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some of these enemies actually trying to bash our heads in. You know, get a couple of those, you know,
Is this how you
kills
guys
in
are
quick.
on the road? This is like the order you guys are in on the road?
This is the order we're in the ocean.
There is no road.
There's a road.
Where we are
Walking
going, there
on
is
the
no
road.
road.
You guys are
We
walking
don't
along
need
Trade
roads.
Way.
Because everything's so heavy.
The Coastway. Sorry.
Which way are we going?
From Bear Ghost to Baldur's Gate, you
so-
guys are a few hours out. Like,
So yes, we're going north. Yeah, so I guess our fighter would probably be in front.
Yeah, that's where I am, I think.
somewhere
Unless Spinny Bags is a...
Cloakwood.
Are we pumping it or are we carting it?
It's on foot, I assume.
Oh, come on. Pennybags probably has gotten a cart or wagon or something.
We're all four carrying him in a
Right?
one of those little rich man. I don't know what you call them.
No, just do a 2-man cross-hand carry.
Yeah.
Got my little
like a hog.
phone.
At least he's not being carried around in a rickshaw. That's
Okay, so 30 miles out. So probably still in the midst of the Cloakwood or just on the outskirts of it. And then you hear that everybody's played the Baldur's Gate game, right? At least one of them.
Yes.
a long time ago.
So you know the gibberling sound. You hear it from, well, both sides, I guess. Just sort of that vaguely pig-like.
Did someone leave the kettle on?
Oh, gibberlings are done.
Well, Gru has played Baldur's Gate, and he knows the sound, so he's immediately ready.
He lost his copy when.
Yeah, when Mount Hootenanny went up.
Oh my god, I'm gonna call it that.
It's not a hootenanny, it's a shindig.
Great, now you're going to start a fight over it.
A feud is what we call it in these parts.
Shindig, hootenanny, shindig, hootenanny.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so you hear the cry come in, actually kind of overlapping because there's a shitload of them.
Yeah, a bajillion of them.
Oh, sorry, Pennybags happened to hire them to be able to notify everyone when the shift is over.
Let's see. You guys are on the outskirts. So, yeah, he basically runs up and tries to smack you with his long arms. His crazy long gibberling arms. Oh no, I rerolled initiative. No.
Wait for what you're really too. Oh, I like that one a little. Oh yeah, let's do that.
I don't like this one. Not at all.
Rogue goes first.
You got a 1.
Gibbering 14 is the one to look out for.
Pennybags burns his entire turn by shouting out to the rest of the crew, "What is that horrendous noise? What is going on?"
I believe it is some sort of horn blower.
He is totally burning his entire turn that way.
That sounds nothing like Horatius. Okay.
Sorry, I don't do Horatius pretty well.
Let me see. I'm gonna move 10 back because that totally didn't happen. This one's gonna try to smack you with long gibberling arms, and this time, I'm not gonna mess it up. Woo! That hits nothing. That hits nothing. So sad.
Now, if the GM's rolling on the table, then we can put our mouse over the number to see what type of bonus they're on.
+4. Since you're gonna see it in a second anyway, it's just +4. I imagine Gru's pretty big. What does Gru look like?
Unshaven, swarthy warrior, looks like. Covered in volcano ash from 30 years ago.
So he stinks.
Enveloped in pitch black darkness.
Yeah.
Ready to eat you.
It smells strangely of sulfur. So.
Great, he's Nightcrawler.
Bam!
Bam. Yeah. Gru, you've got one who just walked up obligingly.
You're going for a 14. Or do I get a chance to smack him one?
I assumed 11 hit nothing, so it's Gru's turn.
Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna assume my greatsword is out.
Sure.
I guess. Since...
do you just keep it out all the time, or do you pull it out now?
That's a personal question. Alright.
He doesn't keep it out, it just kind of is there, kind of exposed.
Yeah. So, I don't know, we'll give him a poke with the great sword. Does 22 hits?
Oh shit!
Does 22 behead him with 12 damage?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of hard through all the matted blue hair where his head actually is, but you've removed something.
You
Hey, Ma! I killed one! Yeah. Alright, thank you.
You performed hump surgery on him.
As a free action, Gru will dance a small jig. Enjoy.
Great, he found gold now. Gold!
Dex
come
dex
on,
check?
Don't say gold there, otherwise Pennybags is going to burn his next action just going over there like, what the fuck is going on?
Would you
I can
like to
dex
do a jig check with your dex?
Sure. 20 plus 3. Jig check. Okay. Gotta make sure I type in jig check so we all know. Chop!
Oh, wow.
It's a jig unlike any you've ever seen.
All the gibberlings die.
Oh my god. He's doing like the moonwalk and
Like I'm fixing to get married.
oh my god. Okay.
Hate that I wasted my crit on
right.
that, but there you go.
Well, the dice are hot right now because you rolled an 18 on your last attack.
Yeah.
Gibberling manages to miss you entirely.
Oh, looks like the DM's dice are cold. Let's take them down quick.
There is a Gibberling right behind the wizard too.
How close? Is he within 5 feet, 10 feet?
He ran up and swung at you, but only got a 6. So
Oh, okay.
you could hug him if you wanted.
It's
Well, that is tempting. Then there's only one of them near me at this moment, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Zod is going to. Oh yeah, there's no. He's going to use one of his cantrips. I forget what he has. Yes, I think that's what I have. I just didn't want to say it because I couldn't remember if I took. No, I took cold.
Ray
Cold
of
touch.
Frost. Oh, cold
No.
touch. Weird.
Yeah,
Fancy.
Hey Zod, why don't you just
or
go,
chill touch, whatever.
why don't you just go over there, hug him, and then cast Find Familiar?
I don't have it prepared right now.
Like poor Gibberling.
Yeah, too bad my familiar couldn't do anything because I mean it's a spider, so
No, ditch the spider. Make a Gibberling one of your familiars. poor Gibberling.
but against his better judgment, Zod is definitely going to. Oh, that's not a actual touch attack. Well, it is, but I create a hand to do the touch attack for me.
At range, there, yeah.
So,
That's why I love chill touch now. It's a ranged touch.
but it was necromancy, so I had to take it. So we'll use my move to disengage, and he's going to kind of back up away, like off the road a little bit, with a oh my god!
Well,
Is he
he
very
was
surprised?
kind of behind you on the road. So
You could probably just range touch him from behind.
Yeah, I was thinking like somewhere like going down here. That's what I meant by backing up.
Oh, he was behind you. Sorry, I
Mr.
really-
Clean right behind you.
I really just kind of skipped right over what he did.
Well, yeah, I figured he's on this side of me, right?
No, it's this guy. It's 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, it's 14. I thought it was 7 or 9, or in that case, we will kind of disengage this way. Like, kind of this pushes by Pennybags. And then once in a safe spot, you hear him murmuring in, I'm going to say Infernal. He's going to do all of his casting in Infernal because that sounds creepy, like German.
Yeah.
But we're going to use Chill Touch, so a kind of like ghostly clawed hand that looks almost like his hand, although like a decaying version with the flesh kind of sloughing off is formed, and then he's going to shoot it towards this guy. So let's hope this hits. This is going to be against AC with an 18.
See, I always assumed that Infernal sounded like some kind of metal singer. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I could if we wanted. He's very
isn't
guttural
that
like
what-
that.
Isn't that what common sounds like?
I need a room. Yeah, 18 way hits him. These guys are ridiculous.
All right, so it's going to do 8 points of necrotic damage, and then the hand starts to cling to him.
Ah. Does he get any kind of roll or anything?
No, the roll was the hit.
Ah.
And that's it. Oh, it can't regain hit points. It can't regain hit points until the end of my next turn.
I have to assume that his casting has to sound something like that.
Oh, you guys didn't even see that. All these guys have HP bars because it's just easier to keep track of that way. I changed the HP on one and they all went down. Uh-oh.
That's how mighty Gru's attack was.
That's
How
right.
his jig was.
Okay, so are you getting anything out or saying anything or...
No, I mean, other than now that I have the grasping hand on the guy and I push past Pennybags, no, there's nothing that to be said. They can only hear me chanting in my crazy demon tongue.
Yeah.
This guy loops up on his ridiculously long arms. I can't get over their long arms. And tries to smack the well-dressed elf.
Of course.
Did he actually do it?
Yeah.
You start bleeding gold coins out of your pocket.
Oh, you're like Sonic when you get hit, his gold coins, rings start flying everywhere?
Yeah.
Quick, collect them!
Yeah, I've got one of the pieces of clothing that's just like littered in, like mini bags of holding. I forgot the name of the garment that I'm thinking of. But yeah, so they just hit it and it just starts pouring out.
Holy crap, that was a good hit for him.
Okay, I'm almost dead. Oh, here's my health bar for those that are playing the home game here. And now there's my health bar.
It looks like a cigarette.
Oh, man. Jeez.
You gotta play this like first edition. First edition where it's like you're barely hanging on for life at max hit points.
I like that description, yeah. One runs out of the woods but doesn't have nearly enough time to get to near any of you. Same thing on the right. You see one run out. I guess hear it more than see it, but it does break from the woods. So your female Trow has the same name as you actually have?
That's my character name.
Oh,
Alright.
so we never knew what your name was.
That would be correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say that would have been kind of a feminine name for. I almost thought we actually had like a female like player going into this, and I'm like, oh wait, no, it's their character name.
Yeah, I was also under the impression that there was a female player in this game.
Like, whoa, a female that wants to play a cleric, huh?
Anyway, it's your turn.
Like, how is this possible?
Yeah, they never want to play clerics. Actually, nobody ever wants to play clerics.
I do. That's usually the class I go to, but I really want to play a wizard this time.
I'm going to jot down your name for the next campaign I'm in when we need a cleric. We'll be calling you.
We don't know what his name is.
Well, the guy that's talking, yeah, you know what my name is. It's the Lara that we don't know.
Yeah. Lara.
So does the cleric do anything, or?
Yeah.
No.
Stare slack-jawed.
We're gonna
Damn, that's a lot of creatures.
Somebody's already almost dead.
She's going to go over and heal Pennybags with cure wounds.
Watch it hit for like 50, and I'm like, damn it, I only have room for 7.
What's your domain?
Live.
Oh, thank God.
That is.
Your minimum's gonna heal him to full. You're doing a D8 plus 6. Yeah, your
What's my spellcasting ability modifier?
wisdom.
Wisdom.
So you're doing a D8 plus 3 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Yeah, you can go ahead and heal the gibberling while you're at it.
Splash heal. I love how he rolled it anyways. I'm like, yeah, I'll just max it up.
There we go.
I could have rolled low.
Yeah, I thought he had a 16 wisdom, but
15 wisdom.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So, I could have been 1 point shy.
Yeah.
Do you maybe get a weapon out or do anything else? Or
Yeah, I'll have my mace out.
do you have a mace and shield?
I just
She sold the mace for a tower shield.
can clerics have shields?
Clerics? I thought that was sort of a thing.
Or does it? Yeah, let's see. I am proficient with shields, so
What about oak wood
Yeah.
doors with handles?
yes. Let's say I do have a shield.
Yes, yes, I do.
Well, yes, let's definitely say. We're definitely saying.
This is what happens when I haven't played 5th edition
Are
before.
you gonna move anywhere by any chance?
I guess I'd be next to Pennybags.
Okay, so
Well,
I
you
healed him.
You are next to the bags.
be up like
Yeah.
this, or
Because you haven't moved at all if you're
Uh.
back, to the east of me.
you're right? Oh, damn.
Yes, but between yes, with him between me and the gibberling.
Okay, I tried.
Yeah, I was hoping to enact Operation Get Behind the Darkie as well.
I tried. Another one wanders out and tries to hit the rogue.
It's just a roller coaster. Here we go.
Doing 6 damage.
Hey, I'm taking another drag of my cigarette. On my second cigarette.
Oh, God.
Really stressful.
Pennybags is apparently in the Union. Nah, I can't. Yeah, no. Union wouldn't approve. It's my break. My
Another
break.
one breaks the woods, but that's all I have time to do.
That's funny because my normal background for Penny is actually in a thieves guild called the Seamstress Union.
That's a Shadowrun thing. Hey.
I know, yeah. I just dragged it straight out of there.
Okay, Ranger, there were just about 4 gibberlings in a row who just ran out of the woods. On either side, like 2 from each side, I think.
Just shoot at number 14 then.
It's,
Try to fin off the herd.
Did you take your headset off again? Or was
Did
that
you? Did you?
I was fooling with the headset earlier, but
7 versus AC.
They are ridiculous, but they're not that bad.
Then I guess that's my turn.
Oh, was that a ranged shot?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Poke.
I'm
not.
so used to rangers being the double sword type. I was like, oh, this is over. But if you're ranged. Oh, hey. How about that?
Wait a second. 1d20 plus 5. Where are your numbers? You should be like at least a plus 7 there.
No, he's at +5.
Well, no, because
It's Dex plus my proficiency bonus, right?
oh no, unless it's level 2 that he gets the archery bonus if you wanted to go that way.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Strangely enough, I have +7 for attacking with a longbow.
That's weird.
Well, that's because you get the combat style at level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one runs up, tries to touch Gru with its arms. Very, very fast. Fast.
Oh, that hits.
Oh,
Alright. I slow my jig slightly.
Hey, at least you're at 50%.
Hey, it does it again immediately. It's not 6, it's 4.
This would be a fun TPK.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
13.
And they were never heard from again.
Please tell me that 14 is your AC.
Me? Or who?
Gru, Moo.
14 is my AC, yes.
Okay, so it just missed.
I wasn't sure which gibberling was attacking me.
Yeah.
It was the same. It was the same one immediately.
Oh, all right.
Ranger 1 just can't quite make it to you. Gibberling 2 is going to practice being dead because he finds he likes it. Now it's Ranger.
oh shoot.
As they start closing in.
I'll just shoot at 14 again.
Shoot at number 4. Shoot at number 4.
Nice, he likes you so much. He's your new
That's
buddy.
alright, guys. I've got all the ones on the right.
17 versus AC.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore all the apparent targets. Shoot past me and go after number 4.
Okay, which one were you shooting at?
14. Just make sure, I don't want to hug them then.
Bing.
I knew I should have given them all individual friggin' HPs.
Oh, wait, they all have 1 HP? Did I hear that?
No, I said I knew I should have given them all individual HP.
Yeah, so if you get my pun, they all have 1 HP.
Okay. Shoot 2 arrows into him and... Wait, no. That's the one with the hand on him. He had a hand on him and then you shot an
Yeah.
arrow into him.
Okay.
And then him and his hump fall to the ground.
His humps.
Not his lovely lady hums.
Well, he does have lumps.
Yeah.
Time for number 4.
Good night. Good night. I'm gone. Just kidding.
What?
He explodes in coins. Nice.
Watch it like crit for the damage, and it'd be like, yeah, I'm double negative or some shit.
Oh my god.
I'm -5.
That would kill me.
Yeah, 14 points of damage would have killed you, right?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. I mean,
Oh my god.
Well, you shove us up against a bunch of gibberlings that have a +4 attack. I mean, come on, most of us don't even have like a +4. Well, no, we have a +5 attack, but we're right around there, so they're right around our level.
You know what? I think.
And
I
you
think
throw
that's
us
the
against.
key. Yeah, I think that is the key. Like,
And he threw us against like 16 of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking I set it up as an NPC. It's not an NPC. It's a monster. So at level, they would have like a +2 this whole time.
Yeah.
That's actually really good point.
Yeah.
Although all the ones that have hit so far, it wouldn't have made much difference.
Well, yeah, like the last one here, they rolled a 19 plus their 4. A 19 hits my AC, so they're rolling over my AC.
The only one it might have changed is like the third.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, +2. You're totally right. I was thinking of him as NPC.
Yeah, maybe their damage needs to be in the negatives.
A 1-1.
It heals us every time.
Let's see, if they're monsters, then they're probably not going to have a bonus damage either, so that's a 5 rather than a 7. Actually,
So it's going to be at a -1 then, because
add 4 to whatever you say you're -1.
Well, yeah, let's see.
Shall I add some to mine as well?
You don't need it. We're talking about the
how many
big guy.
How many times were you hit?
You hit me once for 6.
Okay, so add 2 back to
All
your
right.
HP.
I love it when it goes negative that it actually starts showing red under or to the left of the bar. I'm that far down.
Still filter now.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't making that distinction in my head, and that does change a lot of things. Let me see, number 4.
Let's
Still
take this.
hits you.
Let's take this a step further and let's look at their initiative rolls and see if we can't get anyone higher.
I still did have to roll out all their stats, though, so initiative's the same. The one south of Gru is going to try to smack him.
Going for 14.
Oh, now I got the easiest job in the game. I just have to roll the saving throws.
Ooh, that gets me.
Yeah. And then no damage modifier, 5.
Alright.
Rolling 20.
You like that?
Roll a D0 plus 20.
Wait.
A D0 plus 20 in those brackets.
Yeah,
Well, Cleric, let's hope you took that cantrip that helps in this situation.
The frightened gibberling can't.
Score!
I like that it shows that it's the maximum value for that.
Yeah.
How many hit points are you down to?
-1. Well, okay. Yeah, -1. But basically
-1.
0. If you heal him, it starts at 0.
Does that count as 0?
Yeah, if you heal him.
Isn't it? It's just 0, or is it 0 plus the heal value?
Yeah, it's 0 plus the heal value.
So it's like,
Starts at 0.
yeah, I'm gonna be back up again.
Well, you're still going to be laying down.
Well, I mean, alive. Yeah, I'll definitely be prone for sure. So you guys will have advantage on me. So just go further.
Is that a
I'll be
cantrip or is
I'll
it a
be alive
fallen
for number
spell?
7. Let me look down. Let me metagame a little and let's find out where number 7 is on the list. Oh wait, no, there's 6. Six is on his way. There you go. Getting. 6 is hungry for breakfast. Second breakfast.
Whose turn is it?
It's the clerics.
My turn?
Do you see the turn order at all?
Ah, there it is. It's hiding over on the other side of the screen.
Aha.
Oh, it's funny. It says Gibberling is typing. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yep, D0 plus 20.
So that it shows like a crit.
Yep.
Well, no, because then you got to do it. So D0, and then you got to do like a plus 23, so it looks like you actually like crit with your bonus or something, you know?
Hmm.
And this is why I always check for the inlines. I always scroll over them.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
So I'm going to heal him again.
Or you could heal the guy that's still up. But you don't have to.
You see, he knows who the benefactor is.
Yeah. If Pennybags is dead, we can take all this money.
We can get a new penny bags, is what he's saying.
But all of the money's tied in an escrow that's at the next town.
I have enough spells that I can make myself look like you.
So, Cleric, what are you doing?
Actually, I'm going to use my cantrip that stabilizes him.
Cool.
So rather than heal him, so he's
Okay, you know that as soon as they start whacking me, then I'm gonna get some nasty negatives. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Puts him at 1, right? I mean,
No,
No, puts him at 0.
0.
Yeah.
I'm a sure.
that's odd.
No, it's
Is there
definition.
a reason why it does that?
What puts him at 0?
Because I'm stabilized.
Because yeah, he's stabilized but not healed. So he's
not
not
healed.
bleeding out to death, but he's definitely not healed.
If I'm stabilized and no one heals me, it takes me 1d4 hours to be able to regain 1 hit point on my own.
Yeah.
but then you're
It's
not losing hit
difficult.
points.
Yeah, I'm not losing hit points until number 6 comes and bludgeons me.
If he does that.
Does anybody have a problem with just putting him at 1 so that he's just unconscious?
0 is unconscious, so 0 is stabilized.
That's a lot of gibberlings.
Well, welcome to my party. I'm more worried about that than I am about my own death right now.
Okay, so if nobody has a problem with it, I'm going to put him at 1, so he's deep out. He's just... I don't know, 0 strikes me as wrong somehow. I don't know. Cleric, are you doing anything else? Was your cantrip an action, or... Was it so
yes,
fast?
that takes my action.
So instead of healing, he just stabilizes me. He doesn't burn a spell slot, but yeah.
I only get 3 spells.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
2 spells.
Yeah,
Only 3 spells.
only 3 known to cast. Yeah.
That is so funny.
It is 2. But
In my favorite version, at level 1, you wouldn't know any spells.
If only I wasn't unconscious so that I could either intimidate, persuade, or deceive him to be able to actually use his other spell slot and make him believe he actually has 3 spells instead of 2 spells. Oh, don't worry, you got a spare one!
This one from the southwest runs up to the ranger and just tries to smack him. Just kind of flings his arm like he's throwing a fit. Yeah.
What's in this?
Oh, was that a very, very muffled... That's a mess? Is that muffled for anybody else, or is that just me?
No, that's
Yes,
muffled,
it is
right?
muffled.
Is it?
He's like the Muffin Man.
Shouldn't have done that. He's just a kid.
Any better?
Not really.
I think this one's actually going to try to smack the cleric there.
Oh,
that's
wait,
not
wait.
nice.
In my unconscious state, I get an opportunity. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Holy, why do you keep putting 6s on their attacks? That's not... 11 against the cleric.
That misses.
I was about to say.
It flails at you. At Gru.
Either of those miss. I'm not sure which one was the attack.
Gibberling uses splash. Not dying, not awake.
You see, I got the easiest job here. I could just be, I could just be the peanut gallery, out of game here.
Wizard, your position is a lot less stable.
Yeah. Describe this. Are they all like kind of cluttering around the pennybags and Lyra?
Let me see. These two, the northwest two, were fighting the rogue, but he appears to be dead, so
Yep.
they're probably going to go for the cleric. The one south of the rogue is already attacking the cleric. This one is running after the ranger. The rest are kind of headed toward Gru.
Okay, cool.
It's just 5 of them. I'm fine.
Is there one within 5 feet of me before I make my next action?
Basically, if you want there to be.
Which I don't. Not yet.
No, they're just out of reach in that case.
Excellent, because I'm going to move into position and casting my hands out in a fashion where the thumbs touch one another. I'm going to be shooting
And it goes for
burning hands.
202 miles.
That's how hardcore. That's why you have him in your party.
What is the actual range?
15-foot cone.
15 foot. And
But I mean, if two are right next to the rogue and one's next to, I'm hoping that they're within 15 feet of each other. Because it's 15 feet long, and at the width, that's longest or widest width, it is 15 feet as well. So
I think you might get like the 4 that are right here. Can you guys see the numbers? You can. Right?
4, 7, 6, 9, and 10 is what I'm hoping to get.
Yeah, I think 10 might be just a little bit too far away.
Okay, that's cool. I can still go with.
Do they make the saves? Is that how this works?
No, it's. Oh yeah, sorry. They each make a save versus DC 13.
13.
Which I'm pretty certain they're all going to pass because they're ridiculous gibberlings.
The one right in front of you does. The 3 behind him do not.
Okay, so he's going to take half of this, and the rest are going to take the full damage.
Nice.
And as they burn, you just hear Zod going. He just starts cackling. So yeah, they either take 9 or 18, which I'm hoping kills them all.
Yeah, I readjusted them when I realized what was going so wrong.
And he will actually, instead of cackling, he will exclaim, "Kneel before Zod."
Kneel before Val.
Yeah. Kneel before Val. No.
Oh, and there's penny bags with a -17.
He's on the ground though. That just goes.
Yeah,
right
you weren't in the
over him.
cone. I made sure the cone didn't affect you.
Yeah.
Duck and cover.
See, I thought it was a sheet. Was it not like a sheet?
Nope, it is a cone.
What?
15-foot cone.
Cone shaped like from above, right? I thought it was like
No, a cone is
on a plane. I don't know. It looks cooler that way in my head.
something like that.
Yeah, but I imagine if you were looking at it straight on, it would look like just a layer of fire in the air.
It looked like a cone. Like a cone of fire. If you look at the beginning of the magic section, they actually have diagrams for what each of the shapes look like.
I don't know. Like I said, it just looks
With the gnome?
looks cooler that way in
Yep.
my head. So I just imagine a sheet of flame, but it's your spell. So
Hey, if you want to do a
cone.
sheet of flame, that's cool too. As long as it's the same area, I really don't care what it looks like.
Honestly, that's the way I figured you were missing him, is because it was like a sheet and he's on the ground. So I don't know. Like I said,
Luckily, fire doesn't burn,
You can come.
within proximity. So
Yeah, so 4 of them just squeak and die.
And there goes a spell.
Oh, wait.
And then the dogs come out of the woods and attack them? No?
No, that's the sound gibberlings make when they die.
But that is it for me.
Oh, is that all?
Yes. My
Uh,
Holocaust has just begun, but that's it for now.
that sounds like a song name. I swear it does. My Holocaust has just begun. 17
that
against
hits.
Gru.
That does hit.
3!
Ooh, that brings me to 0.
Ooh.
You start dying at 0, right?
Yep.
I forget specific rules sometimes. Mr. Grumman.
So, do I want to save against death, or I do have something called a second wind?
Which
Can
you
I
need to
use-
be conscious to use.
Oh, that's a shame. So, I do a Constitution save.
Just a flat D20.
Oh, alright. Is that a success? 18?
I would have to think so, yeah.
Okay.
And since
I don't know
this
what
is
I'm-
the truncated version, and since we did the one for the thief,
Alright. His feet are still twitching, wishing they were dancing a jig.
oh my god, such a good dancer. Gibberling 7's gonna remain dead. 12 was heading toward the fighter, but he appears to be dead, so why kill him? He's dead already. So Ranger instead. 14. Flint. Ranger. Half elf. Ray. Which name do I have to use before you respond?
Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
No, I cannot hear you.
How about now?
Hey,
yep.
there you are.
Okay, that's a miss.
Uh,
13 goes charging after Pennybags.
Shaper's dead. 10. So probably
That's
be
it.
the last time I'll be able to get away with they're too far away to reach you.
Hey Zod, can you teach me how to feign death?
Yeah, I can
This
definitely
is-
teach you that.
Yeah, this is working out in my favor. I'll become an arcane trickster and just train me how to feign death.
3, which is southwest of the Ranger. Does a squeaky attack.
That's a miss.
13, which is actually behind you, does an attack with a friggin' advantage.
Why is that?
Oh, wow.
Flanked, I guess.
Sorry, no, that's 18.
That's it.
I forgot to do the D1. 3
Bam.
whole damage.
So far, the Gibberlings have done damage only twice that would not instantly drop me. So,
Yeah, but I was adding a modifier, which should have been there.
even when you stopped adding the modifier, they've done about 5, which will drop me in one shot. So,
Gru, is there any observation you'd like to make?
I see a lot of gibberling feet. Unless, do I, I can't do any save for getting hit points, I assume, at this point.
clambers over the body and just.
Alright.
Did getting a 20 give any HP back? No, it just kind of made him unconscious, right?
Well, he didn't get a 20, so.
No, I mean, does getting a 20 give him any hit points back?
You immediately go to 1.
But you're still unconscious?
Let me double check that. I think you are, but.
Ah, okay. Well, then
Might
nothing
not
would
be.
change. If it turns out they're not unconscious. 8 clambers over Gru.
No, as soon as you regain 1 hit point, you become conscious, so.
Ah, okay. So you could try for the 20 if you wanted.
Are you speaking to me?
Gru.
Oh, alright. I'll try for a crit. Boom.
Oh, close.
That was close. Yeah. Gibberling 8 against the cleric. You sunk my battleship. What the?
Jeez.
Ouch. That hits.
I typed it and I still double checked the roll. I know they changed critical hits for the official,
Double dice.
and I know I didn't like it.
You just do twice the dice.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's not maximum. You just do.
Yeah, see, I knew I didn't like it. But in this case, it works out for you a little bit? No, probably not. Yeah,
Well, it's
it does.
roughly the same thing. The next, it was you do maximum of your normal dice, and then you get to add 1. So he would be maximizing, which is a 6, and then getting to roll 1. So
Actually, yeah, it did turn out exactly the same. Although I might have rolled that 6 on top.
So is that 9 damage?
It is.
I am at 1.
I genuinely did not expect gibberlings to give you guys this much trouble.
well, it just comes from the sheer fact that they outnumbered us like 3 to 1.
In the book, it says number appearing were like 40. I thought
What-
that might be too much.
Well, you're using older edition games, and they don't have the same like system for encounters. So I mean, gibberlings weren't for level 1 characters.
This barely has a system. And honestly, so far, next and 5e characters have been way overpowered for older monsters. I mean, versus older monsters. Holy hell. The cleric being the closest one who's up gets attacked again. What the?
Christ.
Party wipe, party wipe, party wipe.
No. Zod will run away
Yeah,
well
exactly.
before that point.
Oh, don't you
Not that far back to Berg Roast.
Don't
Berg
you
Roast.
remember these are level 18 gibberlings. They've got a move speed of like 70.
I am at 0.
Holy crap.
We're all gonna die and then wake up and it's just a dream.
Yeah. Did you have the same dream that I had last night?
I'm gonna have to think of something for sure.
Ah, jeez. And then we all awake in the bottom of the ocean.
14. That's not 24. 14.
That's a miss.
14 is a miss.
Yeah.
7 is dead. That's good news.
What is up with your rolls?
This one's gonna run down to the ranger.
Oh man.
Would you like to try for the 20?
And let me guess, Zaz got Bardic immunity so he can go back to his podcasts.
Oh no, hell no! I have a plan that I'm hoping will work to. I've just been on the outskirts, and after they see like a wave of fire kill a lot of them, they're probably like, "Let's not deal with him yet."
Oh wait, I'm still stable. So guess what? I can't do anything. I can't even roll to stabilize.
Well, he's giving you a chance to roll for the 20.
Oh, for the crit. Okay, here. Let's see. That's D0 plus 20. I fail with a typo. There we go.
Good job.
Let's
If it was Gru,
let's see what I actually get. There you go.
I might really be tempted to pretend I didn't know that. But honestly, I think the rogue might really run away.
The rogue run away.
The one directly, northeast of the ranger is the one who's... I'm trying to do a thing. I keep forgetting the D1, so... There we go. The highest one was 7.
That's a miss.
Hey Flint, if you could withdraw on your turn, I could hit a lot of them.
Alright. Well, I will withdraw then.
Just remember, death saving throws are easier to hit. To succeed on. So just take them down. Just take them down. Just drop them to 0.
I'll just kind of withdraw up this way.
Which direction are you going?
Can I go northeast? Like by Gru?
I see. Okay.
Okay. Look at it there.
Does
How's
actually
that?
leave a lot of them really pretty close together. Okay.
Alright.
So you got away, and then since we sort of modified it so that it doesn't take your action, you could still try and hit something.
Sure, I'll shoot an arrow at the one.
Hot shot.
Yeah, right there.
You better not crit fail and it go into my
Into your eye or something?
crit fail. It misses and shoots straight into penny bags on prone on the floor.
11?
Yeah, they're ridiculous. That does it.
Nice.
It's so powerful it goes through and then hits penny bags.
You were doing
Splash
it
damage.
against this north one, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
1. 10 damage.
Uh,
And that's it.
They're deadly, but they're also cuddly. Death save time. Woo!
Good. Let's see, what do I add to that?
Nothing. It's a flat D20.
Unless you guys start doing too bad, in which case it's the con modifier.
What are you trying to hit on your death save? Might I?
10 or higher.
10. Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Also keep in mind that I put them with 1 HP. They'd have to immediately run as soon as they were up, but basically you could just kind of wake them up if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the only one to run after, so it's gonna stand on Gru's head and try to hit you.
Mm.
That's a
Hooray.
miss. Yay.
14's gonna stay dead because they don't come back to life. And here's
Zod
where
is going
something
to-
cool should happen.
Zod's going to move into position to get as many of these motherfuckers in his burning hands as possible.
Yeah, that's like all of them, but the one that just tried to hit.
Oh, that'd be
right.
funny
Be
to
within
leave.
range.
Bring out
And
the
he's like-
cones.
And it'd be funny.
So they all make saving throws against DC 13.
Uh,
The only thing
you rolled.
You
damage.
don't have to roll for that?
well, they have to make saving throws to see if they take full or half damage. So
Yeah, do the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm kind of worried now because that last one was max, so this will probably be minimum.
All ones done.
Okay, so
3 or 4.
Yeah, 8 or 4.
Not as good as 18, but
They all have 4 hit points, right?
no, they all have 1 hit point. Remember, we went over this. They all have 1 HP.
That's 1, right?
As they squeak to death.
Hey!
I don't think we should be rescued by a herd of Pomeranians coming out of the forest.
Okay, so kills all but 2 of them. Kills all but 2 of them, and then leaves the 2 that are still alive in pretty bad shape.
And watch, they're just gonna come over and like crit face check you.
Mostly hairless.
It's like, no, down.
You've killed too many of us. Now you must die. One shot.
Okay, yeah.
And watch,
Holy hell.
it's Flint that actually gets the chance to run away.
See you guys later.
Oh, yeah, what else do you do?
No, that's it. I mean, that's my move and my action, so.
I mean, you want to poke the cleric or the rogue with your foot or something?
Check their pulse.
Just
No, I don't want to. The gibberlings are leaving them alone, so I want to deal with them first and then bring them up. Otherwise, like as they're raising up, the gibberlings might start to swarm them and might possibly kill them. So
You have a brave wizard.
I'm trying to get a nice red color aura just to try to pretend like I'm dead.
So he's going to stay dead because that's what he does. And then it's wizard's turn again.
nice.
Nice.
So firebolt at gibberling number 12. This is just an attack roll. Come on, big money. 15 against AC
Oh, yeah.
for 7 points of fire damage.
Has anybody figured out what their AC is?
Oh, 11 or
10.
under.
Yeah.
Or less.
8.
-4. As long as you can roll and you don't crit fail.
So the burning hands singed off most of his hair. This one mostly cooks him. He kind of smells a little bit delicious.
When he shoots his firebolt, which looks like a ball of fire coalescing at his hand, he exclaims in Inferno Hadouken!
Okay. Let me see. That one's dead. Gru, you've got a gibberling on your face. I have to say, you're probably awake.
Oh, so he's getting teabagged by the.
Do I have to be awake? Jeez.
I mean, you could try for the long shot,
Can I?
20, or we could say him sitting on your face probably wakes you up.
He gets
So,
suffocated, goes back under.
Is second wind a free action?
Yes.
Or is it a... It is. Alright.
Wait.
Well, then I'm...
This gives second wind a whole new meaning.
Yes.
I don't know, that
So,
just tells us
Gru
where the
can-
first wind came from.
And from down here on the ground, what kind of roll would it be to just grab this guy by his man parts and pull him off? Since I'm down here with a...
Attack
Good
roll
view.
with advantage.
Okay. So attack roll is +4, I guess? And his advantage is I roll twice and take the better, or something like that? Alright, well, I'll do it just the first one. It seems good enough. And
Yeah.
what would you like me to roll for damage?
Oh, I don't know. What's your strength mod? I mean, what is... Isn't it usually
My
like
strength?
D4 is weaponless?
So 1d4 +2.
The fighter strength mod is only +2?
I'm more of a bowman. My dex is 3. Yeah.
So your front man is the cleric?
We don't have our front man was Pennybags. He's supposed to throw money at
Let me
the
see how
front.
that.
So I did
job of it,
5
Baldur.
throat damage to the gibberling on my head.
So I have to say, regardless of numbers, he's probably going to fall off you and hold himself and roll around squeaking.
All right. So can I stand
Yeah.
as my move action? All right, and
And then he's just going to bleed to death. I mean, unless you kill him on purpose, he's just going to bleed to death.
I'll watch him bleed to death. That's good. Yeah, that's Guru's turn.
You want to make sure you get eye contact with him too, so he knows that you're watching him.
Yeah, I want to show him his own scrotum as he dies.
This last one that's around here's the squeaking and sees the available meat that you just made and I guess tries to get you out of the way before he eats it.
That misses, thank God.
Alright. So every time I do a round, it puts back all the dead ones into the turn order. Okay. Ranger.
Alright. Arrow to the face time.
Red, you almost forgot your extra +4 for the Gibberlings attack damage or attack roll.
18.
It was 2, but now they're not even getting that. Oh, to hit? Yeah, it's still +2.
Yeah.
18. Yeah, you know that is.
Yeah. 5 damage.
And he was damaged previously by Burning Hand, so you kill the bald gibberling.
Hey. Ooh.
That one had bald.
Can I throw the testicles in my hand at Pennybags to wake him up? I can make a ranged attack.
Bounce it off the cleric and onto one bags.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could skip them. I've got 2. One after the other. That's my range skipping. Oh, and I... one in each mouth.
He starts off with the jig and he finishes off with throwing them balls.
Oh my god.
Nice
We're coming
nice
from
for that
Barragos
crit.
from this.
Hashtag crit roleplay. Hashtag crit roleplay.
So the rest of you wake up, dead gibberlings everywhere. One cooked, a few of them are bald. I assume your first move would probably be to use some hit dice.
No, the first would be to spit out the ball into my mouth.
Ungrateful. Jeez.
Yes, it would.
Why do I taste copper?
Okay. So yeah, what do you guys do? You guys are 10 hours south of Baldur's Gate, maybe?
Definitely suggesting a short rest so that we can regain health and
Yes.
I can regain a spell.
Can I make some sort of survival check to make sure there's no more hordes of gibberlings about to charge down on us?
You pretty sure that if there were, you'd hear them already.
You're pretty sure we just annihilated the entire gibberling population in this area.
All right then.
We can add gibberling genocide to our list.
I will use my other cure wounds spell on Pennybags. If we're gonna rest.
Oh, now you decide to use it.
I was going to use it on Gru.
Oh, look. Hey, is it a short or a long rest that would get a single hit point back if you don't burn a hit die?
Neither.
I
A
think
long
we need-
rest. A long rest puts you up to full. A short rest, you have to spend hit dice to gain.
Gotcha.
Long
I think we
rest
need
is
the
just
long
a
rest.
reset. It's an option, but I assume you guys are trying to make it to the festivities in Baldur's Gate, which you know would start tomorrow.
I'm assuming the gibberlings had nothing to loot.
They might have some daggers.
Alright.
They'd be sheathed daggers, oddly enough.
Okay.
They apparently didn't need weapons when fighting us.
You could take their arms; those are apparently pretty effective.
Trophies.
I would like to. Oh, we don't have a cart, do we?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You. What?
People are like, what? What?
You guys not stopping for like an hour and?
Oh, I thought we had. Using a hit die.
Yes, in 5th edition, everyone gets a number of hit dice equal to their level and the hit dice that they have for their class. That during a long or a short rest, usually a short, you can spend to regain hit points.
You get it back the next day, or
Yes.
Get it back-
Well, each after each long rest, you get back half rounded up of the hit dice you spent.
And as a
So,
mental,
At level 1, where you get them back.
Alright.
as a mental note, we can only do one long rest every 24 hours, as opposed to, hey, I just fought an encounter, I'm going to long rest. Hey, I just fought an encounter, I'm going to long
What about a
rest.
short rest?
Short rest we can do as many times as we want.
And we can use our one hit die each time.
Unless
No,
it's-
once you spend it, you have to wait till the next day.
Yeah. But once you get to 2 hit dice worth, well, then you'll have 2 in your pool.
So, not that I'm saying we do this, but technically I could do my short rest, use my second wind again, take another short rest, and then I'd have my second wind back a third time today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
You could.
Yeah.
So if I spend my hit die, how many hit points do I get back?
You
You
roll.
roll.
You roll it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're the cleric?
Yes, and that's
Is
The
it a
D8.
D10?
D8.
D8, yeah.
D8 plus your con.
Yes,
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention that you add your con to it.
yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, and Zod, couldn't you do like multiple hours to keep regaining spells?
No, I can only do it. I can only regain a number equal to 1/2 my level. So
Ah.
Rounded.
Well, I was thinking per short rest though, right?
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, because I was thinking the short rest rules, I thought on the wizard allowed you to regain a single one.
No, Gru's roll.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it worked well. Well, it says my hit dice is 1d10, right? And then you add your con.
Yep.
So, yeah.
oh no, it's once per day. Okay, they actually mentioned once per day.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Oh,
so I'm
and,
saving my second wind. I have only rested once.
and Gru, how do you keep critting all these? Tell me your secrets. I want to be able to jig as well as you.
Apparently, jigging is the secret. You have to spend time jigging to appease the dice gods.
Wow.
What is are they still doing blanket XP for level 2? Like, I know in next it was 250.
The XP for going to level 2, I believe, is
This
7.
300 here.
Yes, 300. Yeah.
Okay.
What are we going to be level 2 by the end of our first Suedo? Oh yeah, these with these guys rolling +4 attack bonuses and everything, this thing's got to have like shit tons of XP.
Yeah, and there
It's
being
gotta be
like
like level
15
5.
of them.
Right?
We got to be like level 5 by the time we get out of this. By the time we get a long rest in, we'll be level 5.
Once upon a time, I figured out what the average XP was for level 2 and 2E. And use that as
Well, that was back
comparison.
in a system where everyone had different levels.
I know.
It,
That's why
in
I
this,
said
we all have
average.
the. Yeah. In this,
It's
we all
almost-
have the same one.
Okay.
But I mean, since you guys had so much trouble with that one, if you just want to use the... Actually, I could just look in the fucking bestiary and find out what their normal level 1 is.
But they weren't level 1.
They were 1 hit die.
Yeah, I
Or half the encounter they were.
Well, one hit dice, but I mean, like, they were swinging harder than most level ones.
No, like I said, that was what was going wrong. I was counting them as an NPC, so they were getting their strength plus proficiency. Monsters don't do that.
Yeah, we're all on the same page here. We're just looking for credit. Where credit's due.
Alright, so if you guys want to use the 2E XP, I'm okay with that.
No, I'd
Just-
rather stick with the
Just for this one.
5e.
Uh,
Oh, just for the monster? Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean by the two? Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you meant
because-
like we'd use the 2e, like...
because if you only want me to use Next and 5E monsters, none of that just happened. Because gibberlings don't exist there yet.
Oh, I understand that. But I thought you meant like you wanted us to use the experience levels from second ed. So like
The experience from the monster.
third
This
and
is
blah blah blah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
and the
it's
wizard gets screwed.
No, not to get just from the monster this time, because you guys had so much trouble with it.
Sure.
We'll always take more XP.
5
Oh,
of
yeah.
you, right?
Yeah, but just so you know, like in 5e, the average XP for a level 1 monster is 20, so we fought 15 of them. Or more.
14.
Sorry,
Yeah,
14.
Isn't second level 300?
Like to get the second.
Yeah.
And what about getting the third?
That's 900.
Oh,
But yeah, if you want to use the XP from the second ed, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, just this time. I'm going to figure out the average and find out what the difference is. I've done it before. I just lost my freaking 2E average. Actually, that's 98. That's not bad at all.
ooh, 98 times 14.
No, 98
I'm
each.
kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
We did use the 2E XP, which is 35, which definitely wouldn't be in 5E. Holy crap. Well, I'm glad. The first combat that happens in the official module is, like, so important, and I'm so glad I didn't screw it up like that for the important one.
And if you want me to record the sessions, just let me know. I have no qualms doing that.
Cool. That, actually, from what I've discovered, you either need everyone recording them, or just one side.
Just one side. That's all you need.
Well, I'm saying you either need all of them, or just one side.
I don't get what you're saying.
You either need to have everyone record their own side, or just
No,
record
no, no.
one. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying, in my experience, to get a better quality, everyone has to be recording, or just get it from one side. Adding 1 or 2 new tracks in doesn't really affect it that much.
Well, I'm gonna let you know if I were to record, the quality would be what I want it to be. And I don't have any problem. The only problems that come with the audio is when Skype fucks up. Other than that, it is good.
Hey, that's when we bump it up to a TeamSpeak server.
I'm familiar with recording it. I'm just telling you what I've noticed. Getting 2 or 3 people's sides doesn't really do it. You have to have everybody's, or else the bad quality just kind of lingers.
Yeah, I've been doing the recording the same way, and I find that with my original Slice and Dice, I was using a different program, and that was horrendous. And it was a program I paid for, and it was one that some of the bigger podcasts are like, "Oh yeah, this is what we use." I'm like, "Okay," so I bought it, and it was just horrid. And then I got a free program, and it is pristine.
Oh, speaking of free, this game was brought to you by the 2 free players' handbooks that Amazon decided to give me.
Very nice.
Oh, there's some humor involved, but I'll hold.
Actually, no, I'm looking stuff up at the moment, so if you wanna...
Oh, well, sure. Well, I'll try to be short about it. I'm never short about things. Long story short, I pre-ordered my copy from Amazon. Spent the $30 because it was on that 40% off sale. From there, got my first one, but because I'm living in South Carolina here, the pages were warped because of the heat and humidity, and the fact that they don't really package it well. It's just literally like a cardboard outer shell that they ship it in. And so because of all the warped pages, I'm like, okay, I'll just ship it back and get a replacement, right? They send the replacement. I got it today, and the pages are nice and straight, but the binding, the spine of the book actually got damaged to a degree. Still a very viable book if you were like throwing it at a player to toy with and, to read everything out of it anyways. But I decided to call Amazon and say, hey, I'm getting pissed off that I'm getting worse and worse shipping conditions on my books, and I want at least a mint one for, my collection. In the end, I was able to encourage them to refund my money, as well as allow me not to have to return either of the damaged books. So literally 2 players' handbooks of, slight damage but full viability of being able to utilize fell off the back of a truck for me.
Very interesting. That's almost as good as my PHB story. So I'm on Twitter, and I have a lot of Brian Patterson, or Effin Patterson, and a bunch of other the D&D guys on my Twitter, and I'm noticing that on the 6th of August they all start posting I just got my PHB and blah blah. So I send Wizards a message, and I'm like, fuck, I feel like a prison inmate behind, looking out at the world, wondering and hoping when it'll be my turn to get out there. Next day, I fucking get my PHB, and I'm like, this is awesome. So they did the special release for the, I think the 11th, 10th, and 11th that weekend, and I still had mine before that, well before it. Oh, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I don't know how. I mean, I know I'm internet famous, but I'm not that internet famous. And I'm like, all right, cool. People that were, doing a lot of the work for the books, and when I got it a day before me, and I'm like, this is fucking dope. And I'm in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Man. Talk about player handbook, juiciness, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm pissed that I wasn't able to go to Gen Con, because I want a fucking Monsters manual.
Oh, yeah. I was drilling over the selfies that people were taking. Me and my monster manual.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man, such a piss off. And I noticed that when I ordered my PHB that, the day before, or day after, they bundled all of them, and I'm like, fuck! I'm like, oh fuck! I would have known that. I just would have got the bundle for $70, and I'm like, that's fucking that's yeah,
$4 right there.
Yeah,
man.
Okay, so you guys make your way through the Cloakwood after your hour's rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I tell the entire party that from such a piss poor job that no one's getting paid for escorting me to the town.
Excuse me, piss poor job. And I look towards Flint.
I assume that you hiring them was a euphemism.
Right.
It was.
For begging them to come along so you don't die.
I do a sleight of hand roll to steal his money.
No, just next time he gets, gang raped and goes down, my burning hands will just happen to hit him. What?
The cone was too big.
Oh, I've got plenty of money to deal with you, according to the chat there. Here you go. Have plenty of money. Have it equal the amount that all the gibberlings take.
Okay. About 3 hours after you guys start going again to the west, like
Yeah.
almost directly to your left. You hear snapping twigs, and just sort of far in the distance, like hundreds of feet away through the trees, you see like a small group of goblins. But they kind of notice you at the same time and just kind of freeze in place.
Quick, no one move. Their vision is based on movement.
How many goblins?
You can see about half a dozen, but again, they're in the woods and quite a ways off.
I say that we merely continue on our path.
Keep going.
Should these vagrants wish to deal with us at a later date, then we shall deal with them at that point.
We shall honor that appointment.
But only if they call in ahead, in advance. They must have an appointment. They must check with our people.
But only if they speak with Janine.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as you guys start moving forward, they sort of bound away like deer into the forest.
Seriously, I would love to see a pack of goblins actually bound away.
Like deer.
My dog just chased deer out of my yard yesterday, and goblins prancing like that would be quite amusing.
I mean,
For some reason, when I hear the goblins prancing and bounding like that, I think of putties, like the original as they're doing it. Like,
Awesome.
all right.
Yes, exactly that.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like, are they doing like the right hand, right foot, high bounce, left hand, left foot, kind of left and right prancing, or are they more kind of frog leaping? Or I don't know how to kind of get the concept of this humanoid goblin, kind of doing that type of effect of just like
Prancing
frolicking.
like a deer.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically the most graceful way of describing them panicking and trying to run away before you kill them. Yeah, but after that, that was just like right on the borders of the Cloakwood. So after that, it's basically just clear land that turns into farmland, which as the sun starts to go down, turns into Worms Crossing? What the hell is its name?
Well, usually the term for sunset is sunset.
Up and roll 20 froze.
Or perhaps end of day. That's another term I've heard used.
yeah, end of day.
No, because then you gotta get Schwarzenegger and. No.
That's the one with the clones, isn't it?
No, that's the one with the devil, I think, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger fights the devil. I may not want to watch it again, but I love talking about it. Schwarzenegger fights the devil.
With machine weapons that
Right.
didn't work
Yeah.
the first time, and he still decides to use them for the rest of the 2 hours.
I mean, remind me about this. They weren't even like special bullets, right? They were like, just your standard machine gunnery type fun, right?
Yeah, I think he has a couple Uzis that he.
Well, but I'm saying, but the bullets, they're not silver, they're not blessed, they're not like against a freaking devil, Oh yeah, here, have some lead. It'd be fun. It'd be funny if you made a quote like, taste lead, and the devil's just like, I'm a devil.
He doesn't do anything to him. He just kind of Jesus-is his way out of the movie.
But in a devilish way.
I guess.
Oh.
I'm waiting for roll 20 to stop moving so slow.
Well, I will have to say that being East Coast and having to work bright and early, I might have to pull out at this point.
That's fine. I was just trying to get the picture in so you guys could see where you were.
And feel free to just use me as a meat shield in the meantime. If you want to continue on. You saw how effective I was at leading the group the last round. So I mean, as long as you emulate the same type of effectiveness, then I think I should be a viable part of the party without physically being here.
That is actually the name I was trying to think of. Worms Crossing, which is the bridge into Baldur's Gate. Sort of halfway across the bridge is the Flaming Fest base. So you'd see Flaming Fest everywhere.
Nice.
But you'd also know that since it's about 9 p.m., if the gates aren't closed yet, they will be by the time you can get to them.
Even if we
Now-
run dramatically, like chasing a bus,
Well,
they won't hold them for us.
as you sort of went into the clear farmland and, out of the forests, the road started picking up more people from tributary roads or whatever. Smaller roads. So yeah,
Now, are there inns?
There's a lot of people who are coming in for this thing. There should be. I mean, you guys are about there. Uh-oh. Did we lose the Skype call? We lost the Skype call. Woohoo!
Hello.
We lost the Skype call.
Yes, you did.
Who was it that just left?
I'm back now. Yeah, name's
Oh.
host here.
Well, then we lost somebody.
Penny bags left, I think.
Which one was these? Pirates, right?
Yeah, Pennybags was pirate.
Yeah.
I think Pennybags had to go.
We might not have been dropped. That might have been him ending the call.
Did he initiate the call? I think he did,
I
right?
think he did.
Huh.
Alright, so yeah, the spot I pinged there, sort of there. It's basically where you guys are at around 9.
Are they letting anybody cross?
You can get across the bridge, fine. It's the gates that'll probably give you some trouble.
Maybe we should stay here tonight and cross in the morning.
Because by the time you get there, it'll be almost 10. And
Yes.
Are there any
that would be-
nice?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask if there were any nice cheap hovels around we can crawl into, but go ahead.
oh, there absolutely are.
Yes, after the foray we had with those harried creatures, it might be in our best interest to rest for the eve.
I agree.
Just so I know, is that your voice or is that the character's voice?
That's the character's voice.
Ah,
Some of the stuff I took, he's very pretentious.
I just like
Because-
how it gets a little bass here. Perhaps
Yes, it also
seeking
draws out. Yes, he speaks as one would if they have gone to some sort of school.
school.
Yes, but he has, like, for personality traits, I use polysyllabic words that convey the impression of great irritation, and I am horribly, horribly awkward in social situations.
Hey, you're playing
So-
my character.
So I figured if I threw those two together, he would have that kind of voice and be horribly, horribly awkward in social situations, which he tends to be.
Okay. You managed to find your way to the Black Wizard Inn.
This name speaks to me.
I imagine so. Let me do a thing. A thing which tells me that,
We open the door and another 14 gibberlings come at us. Oh, shit!
it tells me that, Valena Crofter, freaking huge gnome. He's a guy with the name Valena. He's clearly a gnome, but he's like your height.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Does he have the point? Does he have the pointy hat?
What is it? Gnome? Don't they all?
He's a Benjamin Button-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, Valena Crofter, the huge gnome, owns the Black Wizard Inn. Did you guys try to go across the bridge, or did you just stop right on the outside?
Just stop it. I just want to get into some bed, get some ale into me, and maybe go hilt deep in some more.
We suggest you try a little Kalimsham for that, but
Oh, exotic women.
watch your back.
How can I watch it? I'll be on it.
And your friend. Oh, why don't they have... Why is it always so hard to find how freaking expensive ends are? Seems like it'd be like a simple thing to find out, right?
Well,
Probably in the
In-
Dungeon Master's Guide.
nope. It's in the PHP. And how would you describe this? Squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic?
Will they trade a knight for 14 hilted daggers?
Or gibberling testicles?
Yeah.
We have these.
You call them Heartland oysters.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Fry them up.
What is it? It's not
Slightly
great, but
pre-chewed.
it's not
Poor? Would you say it's poor?
no, it's immodest.
Then that's 5 silver a night.
All right.
Yeah, that's page 158 if you have the PHP.
Lifestyle expenses.
Ah, there it is.
It was apparently the same in 4E. Anyway, you guys have 5 silver. They do have a cheaper, probably what? Coppers, counted in coppers rooms, but it's more of a common room, just sort of a bunk beds in a large
It's a hostel.
room. Well, they have that option, yeah.
Since Pennybags is playing, I say we just get the best room available.
He's paying.
But he can sleep in the other room.
Yeah, yeah.
He can spend the money for us.
Yeah, he seems very really frugal like that.
What does he have? He has how much all his stuff costs. That's insane. Oh, there's his gold. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh, that is to say, definitely him paying.
Can he buy this hotel for us?
Right?
No, he just has actual gold pieces. I was kind of surprised by that.
So do I.
Yeah, I'm surprised like, when you rolled for gold, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. You guys gonna share the one room, or how many rooms are you?
Fuck no, I'm getting my own room. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, how many is that all together?
If Pennybags is paying, I'll take the nicest one around. Otherwise, I'm
Right.
sleeping out the barn.
Oh, you're
I
not
like
staying
that. You
here
could
at
go
all?
to a hostel, but no, I don't want
I'm
to do that.
just
I'll live in a barn.
So
Wait, I actually missed his answer.
I'm just really cheap. But if Pennybags is paying, I'll
Pennybags paying.
You could just sort of let's go to our room and then not give him a chance to say any different.
Let's go to our room. My room.
yes.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, who else is removing 5 silver?
I thought we were making Pennybags pay. So he'd be removing 2.5. Well, 2 gold and 5 silver, but...
3 gold.
Yeah, he'll tip well. 3 gold. 3 gold.
Tip.
Oh my god, you'll tip well. Here, buy yourself a room.
It's not my money. I'll spend it freely.
Yeah, I think somebody would
Yes.
have to talk him into that.
Who's got the best persuasion?